Family Guy has been around for over 2 decades, and within that time we have seen a large selection of episodes with varying qualities. Most love the original slice of life humor from the earlier seasons, but throughout the years many people have grown a grudge towards viewing the later seasons, or simply just write them off. While there may be a few terrible episodes in the later seasons, there is always occasionally a hidden gem amongst them that is usually quite good. There is an example of one of those hidden gems in Modern Family Guy, and this episode is Follow the Money. Follow the Money is the 4th episode of the 16th season and is introduced with Carter wanting to give a $1 gift to Chris, so he hands it off to Cleveland with the assumption that he is a mailman, which he is. It then slowly meets its way through different citizens of Quahog, each telling its own individual mini-story. And yes, I know what you guys are thinking. This has been done by The Simpsons before. In fact, I'm sure that's what the Family Guy staff was trying to copy, but that does not make it less enjoyable. The dollar is then taken by Peter and given to Tom, who traded a bunch of stolen pennies for it. Tom then tips a barista $1 and he puts it in a jar, and the jar eventually falls and breaks, causing the dollar to travel on to the next person and so forth. The dollar finally ends in Meg's possession and she takes it home with her. To finally bring the story around, Carter comes to Chris to give him a frame for it and explains that the dollar is a special rarity and one of a kind. The animators actually shared this earlier in the episode when Stewie had it in his possession, which I thought was a pretty nice touch. I neglected to mention Brian and Stewie are also having their side story trying to get Brian pills, and it parodies an old movie, which is pretty cool. Plus, there was this whole Seamus Meg thing going on, which is usually the only plot point they usually give Meg, unfortunately. Carter and Chris embark on a search for the dollar, which eventually leads them to a dirty strip club. Damn, I almost feel bad for Connie here. Almost. The dollar gets mixed in with the other dollars and they get the idea to turn off all the lights except the backlight to reveal where it is. In this instance is where I realized something so terrifying. Brian's ex was covered entirely in that stuff. Ugh. Seems okay with it too. Once Carter and Chris finally get a hold of the dollar, they find out it's been written on, essentially making it worthless. The episode finally concludes with a side pan shot of all the characters that were in the episode. It's a pretty random shot, but it's a little bit silly, and it's definitely something they would do. Although this episode wasn't the best Family Guy has to offer, it is one of the better ones and is definitely worth a watch. In fact, there are quite a few good episodes from season 14 through 16 that might catch you by surprise. Family Guy has been around for over 20 years, and believe me, based on its popularity, I don't see it going away anytime soon. There may be quite a few bad episodes out there, but I still keep an eye out for the good ones like this. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Tony, and I'll be back Wednesday with another review.